The Wolverine. It's not the least confusing that origin Wolverine and so on and so on. In this one plays on the Japan samurai Bushido thing. In the comic books, there is actually a side plot, let's say that, where Wolverine is actually going to Japan and fights ninjas and shit and all this Bushido and I'm samurai and samurai codex. He never does that when America. It's just, and of course he has this tragic, never to be fully fulfilled love story with Mariko. It's a whole epic thing. I'm not much into that, but I can't but respect it because it's kind of quality writing for what it takes for itself, and it's just has an audience, obviously. And this movie takes that branch of the X-Men pretty well. Absolutely nothing to complain. Sure, it's like any anime. If you watched a lot of them, especially the average one, not the top ones, it's a feels a bit longer, slower, but that's just coming with the territory. And the whole thing has a style, just like the comic book. Now, is this particular story exists in the comics? I have no idea, obviously. Now, where does it fit on some kind of timeline? And for that, we have that Jean is dead. Jean Grey is dead. So we cannot be on the first class timeline. It's just not. Sure, we've seen the future of the timeline in the Days of Future Past, but there Jean was alive, so the cycle does not repeat itself, and especially the next movie in that timeline is the Dark Phoenix, so and it happens like with a 20-something Jean Grey, so while this is the Famke Janssen Jean Grey. And of course, at the beginning of the movie, Wolverine is highly depressed because Jean is dead. So this only can happen on the original timeline. And there is even a bonus thing. If you look at the clothes, not the adamantium one, because they bring back the bone clothes. This is the exact same finger thingies, this bits, finger bits made of those clothes, like in X-Men Origins Wolverine. But we seen it in Days of Future Past. Then in the first class timeline, it's blade-like. It's not segmented. It's not just some spikes. It's actually like the adamantium ones, but from bones. So that can slash. This one in the original timeline cannot. It can only pierce. So that's about that. There are like 3 or 4 characters in this one. Like there is this Yuriko or whatever the name, who only sees the death of everyone as a future sight ability. By the way, that kind of ability had Who was Jackie Chan's mm, partner martial artist? That fat guy. I'm sorry to say. Mm, okay, I don't know. Triumph, maybe? No, 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 no. Anyway, so it was the police or something invented some high-tech futuristic gloves which gave superpower to its wielders, but it had a price, so to say, and one of the guy, the one who learned with Jackie Chan. That guy was the old policeman, and it's a futuristic martial arts movie. I absolutely adore it. It's very 90s vibe when you strip it down to its base level. It's constant action, some bullshit. Oh, you believe in yourself and you can do this shit now. Oh, that and running around in the futuristic Japan or Tokyo or China, I don't know, and fighting all kinds of criminals and corrupt cops. Anyway, back to this one. Here, there is also a bunch of fighting. You don't really get any idea who is who and fighting for why. It's even possible that each faction are fighting for the same guy, were hired by the same guy, even the Yakuza. Because there is the Yakuza, there is the son of the old man, and some ninjas whose leader is shooting arrows. It's pretty much a Hawkeye character, but this one is Asian and nothing to do with the Avengers. Anyway, so there is constant action, so you don't question why is everybody fighting. You are too busy watching them fighting. And of course, Logan is doing a samurai versus him, and they built him up more than just this animal. Like they anime stylize him to this Son Goku level mythical creature thing. So that's fun, and comparing the two style, like yeah, the Asian guy surely can handle a sword way better, but Wolverine just tanks through all this with sheer power, muscles flashing and the regeneration factor, and of course the adamantium can slash the blade. Now, that's all fun and dandy, but of course, there is one question that the old guy is someone he met or Nagasaki when the bomb happened. It's interesting that it's not Hiroshima, so that's a bonus point, I think. The weak thing is that he's alone, even though in Wolverine Origins or Origins Wolverine, whatever, uh, it established that he was constantly an item with his brother. But it's not impossible, and he somehow knows the effect of the A bomb while sitting in the well. I don't know why. So maybe he's on some FBI, CIA secret mission. Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, so that pretty obviously turns out to be the final boss. If you didn't figure out by the cute Asian sidekicks not being able to see his death, yeah, that's why. Because he never died. I don't know why he's doing all this. Oh, I'm died, but I'm not actually dead, and all that family machinations. And you know what's strange? The whole final part of the movie, I don't say the final battle, that's obviously a samurai robot versus Wolverine. Why is there a samurai robot? Why not? It's a Zaibatsu shit. And especially with Logan is hanging on that grate at the end, and whatever. It's very Johnny Mnemonic. So even yeah, this is some samurai stuff, but it's somehow at the last quarter or third, it transforms into some kind of cyberpunk movie. I'm not against it. I liked it. I checked out this sidekick girl. She is said to be most primarily a model. Good for her. Very unique facial structure. Now, there is a mid-credit scene, yeah, let's be precise. I have no idea where it was supposed to lead. I mean, we had the Sentinels in Days of Future Past, so why are we doing it? That's supposedly the studio still handled the war franchise one continuous thing with a branching, even though it's not, but whatever. So, according to their own logic, this couldn't be the Sentinels, but that never was a future movie. I mean, there was Logan. I never really dedicated myself to that piece of garbage. I will have to watch it this time for realsies. And of course, there is Dark Phoenix, but that's in the past of this movie and in a different timeline. So, yeah, this end credits are seemingly going nowhere, and nobody told us what we should expect, and then they saw the whole studio. So, yeah, that was a fun idea. And let's talk about the bonus scene, which is not in the movie, but it got uploaded to YouTube, and it's technically still part of the movie somehow, and worth mentioning because that's the very famous Wolverine's comic book accurate helmet scene. It's just a couple of extra seconds when they are sitting on the plane and Logan gets a gift box and opens it, and there is the comic book accurate helmet. And you see, that was the time when they finally could do enough material research to be able to produce a comic book accurate orange costume helmet thing that did not suck. You absolutely could see that, yeah, now we could even do this. Obviously, they didn't, but what can you do? I don't know what was in Deadpool and Wolverine, and that seemed to be yellow, not orange, whatever. I didn't like that movie, so yeah, and this time I will have to pay attention for all the minor cameos to check what movie is connected to the MCU through that. So, all in all, I think they made a decent job with this movie. They shown a very special, although in itself strong side branch of the X-Men franchise. It was tonally different from the usual shtick. It was very stylish. They made a good cast for the side characters. It's not deep movie, but it's a very good action oriented movie. It never stops. It's action, action, action. So yeah, sure. Oh, and a happy life day.